welcome back, everyone, to another episode of your Daily Dose. PB is confused. Who's with me on that one? Because I tell you what, arms race has ended. That's fantastic. Nothing to be confused about there. If you did land on the leaderboard in terms of cross server, make sure you grab those and congratulate whoever it was the whale on your server bracket. Like most people, nobody's really whaling out for arms race. At least I don't feel like after the third time in a row, people have given up, which is completely understandable. But another thing that I'm super surprised about is why in the world do we have the Generation 5 Mythic charms? They have never appeared, and I don't believe this is, I believe this is the truth. They've never appeared in a Celebrate Festival before, so that is kind of bizarre. They've always, and I repeat, always appeared in Arms Race, and they've always been available in the shop for merit badges. So a lot of players would be saving up specifically for that, and I think it could just be because the Gen 5s haven't been released yet, so technically they're not released into circulation. There's no limited time heroes, things like that, which is kind of bizarre, but at the same time we all know why. Money. We all know the truth is because of money. Not that that should, you know, stop you from wanting to participate in the game. They have given us pretty much every like seriously, I didn't even need to struggle to get Dong Zhao to 7 star. Before that was like an impossible journey. To put that in perspective, I still haven't got Li Ling Kui to 7 star, and I only just recently 7 star Dank Stash. I was able to do this guy to 7 star way quicker than any of the other previous iterations of the Mythics. So it's not really a question of are the shards coming. It's more a question of why the hell do we have so many celebration festivals for no apparent reason? And my only conclusion to that, ladies and gentlemen, is sadly that it will not be appearing in the arms race for quite some time. So if you are interested in getting this Mystic Charm combination, among other things, I should probably say, it's not. People always get a little bit negative about things like this and like, oh, it's not that great and all this sort of stuff. And I can completely empathize with you. This here is just a whale grab. Like I don't even want to get into that one. I mean, if you're that desperate to spend 110 of these things, well, good luck to you. I'd love to go for the RNG, but I feel like most whales would just use that for themselves, and they so rightly should. Basically, this is the only one you want to go for. It is Draconic Impact Charm. This is literally the only. This is the charm for Generation 5. You do need Old Mate. And if you let me click on the tile, you do need Gong Sung for those that need a visual representation, and of course Jia Un for the other visual representation, if I can speak English. But essentially, this is the combo charm that everyone will be going for. Deals combat damage, ignores defense, hits every enemy, 100% chance to trigger Demonic Spear or Draconic Spear, which does extra damage. Casting a skill one time can trigger up to 3 times. So basically 3 times AoE. It does get a slight reduction of the triggering chances, but I imagine at higher tier levels it will increase that. But there's a 40% chance to inflict stun. And mind you, this is an AoE ability, meaning you can potentially shut down the enemy after pretty much just the second round of your second turn, depending on how many times Xiao Un or Gong Sang or Dank Stash goes. You can pretty much round 2 be using the Draconic Impact Charm against your enemies and shutting down that team with the potential 40% stun locks. But the ability to remove buffs from a target is also very big. You do additional damage to a target who hasn't taken action this round, i.e. this would be perfect, and I'll keep saying this, for any hero that does a double rotation, i.e. a double attack, such as a ultimate ability attack and a rage ability attack straight after. If you have a couple of those, slot them into slot 1 and 2 on your team just to proc this one pretty much immediately in the battle. Deals extra damage. Basically, it buffs, okay? Rage reduction, we all love that. It buffs accuracy and damage bonus by 15% for 2 rounds. By far one of the best ones. There's another one too. Fatal Combo. Damage is doubled when this combo is cast for the first time. Pretty much a Gong Sung thing. This one, alright, we should talk about it anyway. You will need, of course, a lovely Lu Meng and Zhao Dun if he will come up. Probably the least favorite of the Generation 5 Mythics, although he is pretty lethal in very specific situations. I'd say he can shut down people's ultimate and rage abilities. Deals damage, ignores defense, pretty stock standard, I feel, for most charms. For random targets, basically, if they have less than 50%, they deal extra damage to them. For targets with more than, it reduces their attack by 10% for 2 rounds. Chance to inflict a burn, which we all know is stackable, does 300% attack damage, ignoring defense, so it is true damage, or inflicts frozen, so this is kind of like a Date combination. If you know who Date is, congratulations. Unable to turn that round for 1 round. For targets with debuffs, essentially speaking, you do more damage and have 50% chance to extend the duration of the debuff by 1 round. It's an interesting charm. Is this sort of the replacement for the Generation 2 charm? I feel like this is a replacement for the Gen 2 charm. I'll show you in a second what I mean. Increase all allies' evasion and damage reduction. So this is the defensive, this is the offensive. And what I talk about in terms of the Generation 2 charms, I don't believe I built this one, mainly because it was the way. Where's my combo index? Where are you? Where are you? Where's my mythics? Come here. Yes, there you are. Where were you? Where were you? Tiger Charm Impact. So this one works on scalability depending on the damage a hero has taken. I do feel like they could potentially synergize together. Is this still pretty useful to use? Probably, yeah. I mean, it's still a pretty good charm. But what I was thinking was, in terms of replacement, and there's potential. There's potential there. That's what PB is thinking. Anyway, if you are thinking about spending for this event, honestly, I'd say these value packages are the ones to go for. Mainly because you will be getting the stamina pills. It's all about staminas, ladies and gentlemen. I don't really care about the rest of them. I think in terms of value, though, you do need lamp stakes, and they probably are the better in terms of value compared to the stock standard packages, and we'll show you again in a second. So, we're getting close. We're getting very close. Who was I leveling up next? Dongxiao. Baba Dongxiao, you can grab some of those stamina pills. Just going to max you out. There we go. Very good, very good. Now, in terms of God's Blessing, these ones are pretty average, I'm going to say, because there's no mythic gear in them. Honestly, I would avoid those ones. I just wanted to give you a comparison. This value package here is the best. Now, remember, it's progressive, so it's not like you can buy multiple of them. There's a limit of 1 purchase per attempt, but you will need to buy quite a few of them. I would say you need to get up to maybe the $79 package in order to get the combination charm. Let's have a look to see how expensive it is, though. So how much is that? How many can we get? You can only get 20 shards. You can only get 20 shards. Interesting. I mean, you do get 20 shards, but these are worth 25, so it is a little bit more expensive than what you would normally have to spend. I do feel like you might need to go all the way into... someone do the math for me and let me know, but I think you might have to buy everything up until the $79 package in order to build the full charm. How much is that? 16, 30, 40, 80, 120. You might even have to buy the last package, actually. That would be a little bit disappointing. That would be a little bit disappointing. Instead of doing that, you might want to juggle it out and see whether or not the actual God's Blessing might help you out instead of spending the additional $150 on this game. Would not recommend for a charm. And of course, I have to point this out, okay? Just in case people don't know, you need 2 Generation 5 heroes to activate the charm, okay? So you need 2. Make sure you look at which one you're purchasing. Don't do a fox, alright? make sure you look at which one you're purchasing, because it isn't. There's no other way to get the Generation Fives except for spending money at the moment. So I would advise against ad hoc picking which one is which. Just remember, it's horse and dragon, or it is scythe or schema and tiger. I was gonna go scythe, schema and tiger, depending on which one you pick. PB warned you, don't come at the development team if you did get the wrong one. Of course, there is going to be the mythic weapon, which ideally is not a bad thing. Sky Piercer, I certainly would recommend running that on the Generation 5. It is pretty much specifically designed for that. They do have the Fire Deity out as well for those that missed it. And if you are a light spender, I mean, there are some opportunities to pick up a couple of shards. It might help you out on your journey, who knows? But the reality is, I feel like most players are free to play for this event. So let's jump into it. Basically, your missions every single day. I don't think you need me to read these ones out for you. Do them, don't chase them. If you get them, it's fine. If you don't get them, it's a-okay. All it is some vegetables. The main thing you want is the drumsticks, and there is I want to say there's a cap to the drumsticks, because there is a cap to the drumsticks. But if you want to do the beast thing, all you need to do is basically go in, keep challenging them, go back out. Like, you don't need to do this every single day. Like, just do this at once, ladies and gentlemen. There's no rhyme or reason for this one. And of course, if you want to finish off the beast afterwards, you can go ahead and do that as well. I think I need to do one more. One more, I think. Is it one more? Yes, it is. So there you go. That's a quick little exploit for those that are still watching. Side quests, you'll be able to get those done in a day or two. Conquests, I mean, look, I feel like everybody knows how to do conquests. You just go fight someone. Where are they? Where are they? Let's just go over here. God of War. Oh, I see you there. Where are you? Let's go and fight this guy. Not really fighting. More just dying gracefully at this stage of the game. But you got to do what you got to do, right? Anyway, I would recommend doing something like this, unless you do want to fight some people. I mean, I can interest some of these ones, which is interesting. I believe that's the reflection. I don't think I'm going to be able to take anyone out, but I feel like most players know how to do that one. You only have to do it 15 times. This is the more interesting one. We'll do the 60 spins, and then I think tomorrow we should have enough. Ooh, Dao-chan. Okay. Hello, Dao-chan. I mean, if you want to give me some legendaries, I'll take some legendaries. Who do I need? I don't know who I need. So I'll just take whoever I want. Basically, that is it. I think we're 5 short, if I'm not mistaken. 4 short, so we'll be able to grab those. But that's pretty much it in terms of the event. If you are thinking about who you should spend your gold on, I mean, it's pretty obvious just by these ones. Eventually, they will appear in Arms Race. At least I'm hoping that is the case, and they're not going to screw us over. They probably are going to screw us over though. So for those that are get triggered, I'm sure you have good reason to be triggered. But in terms of this, look, honestly, they're just giving you free stuff. They're giving you free Generation 4 beasts, although they are a little bit outdated. Do them for the index scores and, of course, the synchronicity. These ones are probably the most valuable out of them, because you'll be able to work on your index scores. But, of course, if you do want to max out one of your last weapons, go ahead and grab these ones. Besides that, there's really nothing else that I would recommend buying. Maybe the Mythic Stones if you want to be mythicizing. It really is up to you. At that stage, at this stage of the game, I feel like most players know what they want to be building towards. For the vegetables, I really just get this because this, in my opinion, is best value. But it's up to you. It's up to you. In my opinion, that is. You can never have enough of any of these resources. Literally, you can't, except for this. I lied. Except for the Charm Spirit. That's pretty much the only one that you can have too much of. And of course, you could grab some training pills. That's not a bad option. Beast pills, training pills. A lot of players still like to max out their relics, which is absolutely a-okay if you'd like to spend on that. But the reality is most, if not everyone, is probably going to be looking at how many mythic stones they can get, and then pretty much just buying the maximum amount of these. So what do I want to do? I'm going to wait. I'm going to wait. But what I will do, though, is probably just grab these because I don't need to wait about those. 135 of those, which is absolutely A-okay. The rest of them can stay there. You could get ballsy. You could get ballsy and try to roll some mythics or higher tier legendaries. It's not a bad investment, particularly if you are looking to get the Sky Piercer Blade. But besides that, I think that's pretty much it for the video. I think a lot of players have probably grabbed those. I have never to this date managed to acquire a 30 times jackpot. I mean, I keep, oh, it's a 40 times. No wonder. I've never got a 40 times jackpot. Kind of sucks because I don't need any of the other things. If you haven't already been doing these ones, don't be a slacker. Make sure you're doing them. It is the last day for the drill ranking. There really is no rhyme or reason. There's no, like, maybe there's a strategy. Maybe there is a strategy. Um, is there really a strategy to this, though? I don't really think there's a strategy. I feel like your players either participate or they don't participate. It really isn't going to make any difference. Like, I'm thinking, what if we do like a last minute push? That's not going to make any difference because it's still going to be the same number of people attacking. Point wise, I mean, look, you could wait until the last minute if you are going to spend some money on the event, and yeah, well, yeah, that's true. So PB would say this: if you are going to whale a little bit for the Celebrate Festival, make sure you whale, upgrade your account, and then do the clash. But besides the obvious, I don't feel like there's any strategies for this one. I think we just go in there and we see if we can hit the king rank. I don't know. I don't know if we can. Are we even in the king rank? King division, whatever you want to call it. What is it? Let me have a look. 48002. Yeah, there's really no way to cheat this as far as I can tell. I think it's just this you just yeah, you just do it. You just do it. What division is it though? Let me have a look because this is all new. Well, relatively new. What's the ranking between 1 and 12? Is the King division? Master division is 13 to 24. All right. So I mean, technically, you want to get 12th place minimum. Yeah. Yeah, I don't think there's any rhyme or reason to this one. Star is up there, of course. East Kings, Get Good, Old Mate Denials, Last Clan. Triads is their piece. Yeah, right. Oh, you know what? It's fine. I feel like we're probably always going to be within the King or the Masters division. I don't see us getting pushed out of any of those. And if you think of it like from a strategic point of view, it might even be better for us to be in the Masters division and dominate that than get shat on in the Kings division. It depends on the rewards. I mean, that could actually be a strategy that some people just do not choose to participate in the Kings division and willfully drop down so they completely decimate the Masters division. That's just occurred to me there. But anyway, thank you so much for watching. I don't think there's anything else that we can do Star Karma wise. Nah, we're not going to get into that. Let me know in the comment section down below. Are you going to be doing the new combination charm? I am curious. Do you think that that will be in the arms race soon? My bet is no. Sadly, no. Ah. But I will be doing a power up video on a Discord, probably the official Discord, at some point today or tomorrow. So stay tuned for that. I will be posting that on Facebook. A little bit of an announcement in both of the Discords. Talking about Discords, make sure you join ours. It's in the link in the description field below. Make sure you hit that like, subscribe, notification button. I will see the OGs in the comment section down below as well as if you see me on Facebook, add me as a friend. But until next time.